Hi, chat. Welcome in, everyone. I just realized something. No, we're set right. Cool. Welcome in, everyone. Happy to see you back, Blinko. Welcome to see you back, Michael. Happy to see you back. Welcome, welcome. We're going to have to weigh the turkey I bought today. Because I bought a pre-weighed pack at 20 ounces. I think this was more than 20 ounces. We'll see. I could be wrong. It could be spot on 20 ounces. But I've got turkey cuts off the breast, or cuts white meat turkey. I try to for most things, Blinko. I certainly don't buy Tyson. That's to keep it tender, because Americans don't know how to cook. What a load of bull. Welcome in, Will. Happy Tuesday to everyone. I didn't know what to do with myself with, like, practically 2 whole days to myself. Like, after the morning stream, I was like, now what? I mentioned it a handful of times. I didn't do a ton. Oops. It already turned it off. Way to go, Jay. So we got some relatively ugly looking spinach and some actually pretty beautiful not rosemary, broccoli. I'll roast the broccoli florets and saute the spinach with onion and maybe a little corn. I'm not pouring cold water into this. That was hot water off of my sink. I was doing dishes. I think I almost want to strain that again. I think this is the best way to do that. I feel like there was a bunch of particles in that for some reason. There certainly was in the bottom of the Hario glass, in the bottom of this. So let's see what the problem there was. Not much after all, but a little bit. Streaky bacon. That was a lot of half and half in my coffee compared to usual. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Cheers. Where do we start with tonight? Onion and garlic. Whoa. That onion did not want to be picked. Too bad. By the way, I'm quite unusual in the way that I do this. I know that I'm unusual in the way that I do this. Most people, when they steal a knife, they either do it down like that, or there's another way that they commonly do it that I'm escaping right now, but I have always just done it straight out from me. The only real issue is with that is when you're elbow to elbow with someone on a line kitchen. Or classroom. Yeah, I don't think this is usable. We'll give it a shot here. But I think this is probably more sprout than... Yeah, there's a little garlic there still. We're gonna pull the majority of that seedling out though. Alright, over here on the stove, we're gonna You weren't supposed to recognize that. Silly computer. Welcome in, narrator. Wait a... version of this. Beer, you say? I have beer. Yeah, but you may have just inspired me to change things up a little bit. I was thinking of, I'll just use chicken stock. Because I got it in the freezer. I have beer too. That can be turned into a gravy. I didn't think of coffee either. Which, coffee is great for making gravies too. Which is actually quite hilarious. Now that I think about it, because I've actually had former classmate, person I consider at least a good associate, if not a friend, and name I'm not going to drop, made a red-eye gravy for a Thanksgiving I went to at one point. That, because we're doing turkey tonight, so. Thank you, Blinko.
Cheer 500 beer gravy gang.
Give me 1 second here. I need to know what we need more of in my shrub this month. Blinko, we need more blackberry, plum, strawberry, apple, or cherry. I think it is. Did I forget one? Salt. So I'm actually going to turn the heat off of this now. And this is sort of way ahead prep here. That's going to be for our spinach. So that's done, ready. We just need to bring that back up to a heat. We'll cook the onions maybe a little bit more. giving a little leeway here because the cast iron pan is going to continue to cook these. Hey, Lunar. Yeah. Butter. Yeah, this is going to be very diner-esque tonight, chat. It's a diner dinner. I can already tell you how it's going to be plated. Bowl, big bowl, mashed potatoes in the center, turkey and gravy over top, spinach and corn and onion around the bottom on the sides of it, and broccoli on top of that. I wish I had some sort of green for over the top of with the turkey and the... Maybe we'll just add some herbs to the gravy. Which, this is what this is, by the way, chat. This is going to be our gravy here. Obviously not a true meat turkey gravy. New on the chives. I did look at green onions today, but the reason I looked at them is I was like, wow, those are hilariously huge. I want my green onions small and slender. In most cases. Turn the heat down here for a moment. Not very successfully, though. We're not looking to make a dark roux here. But we do need to open our beer. Panettone? Oh, you gotta know what panettone is if you're in San Francisco around Thanksgiving. Gotta have Roy's. At least in San Francisco, it's an Italian thing, but in San Francisco. Oh, margin. Okay. I was trying to turn it into meringue, but there was no E. Or U for that matter. Ah, thick beer. San Francisco's got a lot of weird little niche products that are like, you have to know the people and learn the culture in order to find a fair number of them. A lot of them are obvious, a lot of them aren't. Half and half. Let's see, what else can we throw in here to make this a little more in that area? We're going to go for all the umami here. Starting with Dijon. Fish sauce. Which Shire. I'm down to one whisk that I can use on stream chat. Well, that's not true, but for this project. All my other whisks I had to go bye-bye. No more colorful whisks. No more baby whisks. The silicone went bye-bye on all of them. This one still reigns. Whisk fun. Unneeded but appreciated. We doing more apple? Blackberry?
Cheer 500 whisk fund.
You said no to strawberry, so we're... Heat back up on the stove there. Thank you. Alright, so now we got all that loveliness into this. Let's add some other flavors here. Let's put the mustard away. Let's add some of our spices in there. Obviously onion and garlic, I think. That was a little bit of smoked paprika. I'm not going to wager any further into it, but I think there's a fair number of Europeans annoyed at the French right now. Oregano. That's pretty good right there, but we're going to keep cooking this. So I'm going to add a bunch of water. About a cup, actually. That's just going to allow it to sit here and simmer down to basically the same thickness again. But it'll give time for all those flavors to hang out and get to know each other. I have had this Corona top for a long time. I'm surprised that, I mean, it's a cheap plastic thing. I don't even like Corona. I don't know, it's been probably a good 10 years since I've had Corona, but still. Sort of an unfortunate name in modern time. Alright, we're moving gravy onto the back burner now. Main camera. Alright, gonna prep our spinach here next. Over on the cutting board. First pass here is just weeding out all of the disgusting leaves and pulling majority of the stems off of the ones that we want. These are all still considered filthy. I'm gonna have to clean my board and everything after this. Ooh, close one. Let's throw on these in here so I can clean them. We're gonna be here a moment, chat. How you doing? How's your week been? What's new and exciting? We're gonna move all the insect food over there. Actually, it's probably slug food. Yeah, I'm doing good. Well, I guess it's someone my size, weight, and age can be. What are you doing over there, Mr. Wiggles? You all over the place? What am I going to see on the recording tonight, Mr. Wiggles? What have you been watching? I wish I could have it pan over to Mr. Wiggles, too, when I'm complaining. Mr. Wiggles is my original following, panning camera. The one you're watching right now on my main screen is Son of Wiggles. But Mr. Wiggles is essentially it's essentially a gimbal that's got a little bit of facial recognition or targeting smarts built into it. It's got a separate camera from what you mount into it. And then Son of Wiggles is a straight up, like, desk cam type camera. It's, like, intended for an office. I don't really have fun names for any of my other cameras. Like, we've got the cutting board camera. We've got the stove camera. You're not even spinach. There's a lot of weeds in this too. This is one of those things that, I mean, it depends entirely on the farm, who you're buying it from. Whether it's full of sand or actual bugs, or if it's half eaten, or if it's actually clean. Is it all the same age and size? That's usually, pretty big operation. I'm running out of places to shop, chat. I'm already going back to places that I disregarded before because I had past issues with. Can't do Whole Foods anymore. can't do Whole Foods because I probably couldn't afford Whole Foods anymore. It's been a while since I've been in one. Alright. We got enough here anyways. Than to try and bother going finding something else in that mess. Cold water over the top of all of them. Main camera. Main camera. Cilantro leaf in there. Still. Okay, last rinse here. And I'm only doing this because this was some dirty spinach. There's a couple of brands, and the salad mixes are usually a lot cleaner than this. I sort of love and hate the sound that makes. Set that aside for now. JK4T, thank you for the resub. Can I get your input in what we need more of in the shrub I will be making here next month? Still next month. We got a couple days left here, still in May. Strawberry. Voting for the underdog this month. Thank you for that resub. Alright, what do we got going back here? We've got our gravy bubbling away back here, and we're going to give that a stir. That definitely needs salt and pepper. That really needs salt. Obviously, this is going to thicken. Herby, fishy. Maybe went too heavy there with the anchovy. We'll see. Okay, so our spinach is ready to go. That's ready to go. Need our broccoli set up here. I would agree. In most cases, yeah, it is pretty easy to go over with anchovy. cutting board camera. I can't tell, but maybe Rondo. And look at what the letters are. I'm looking at what people were putting in chat. I thought about the idea of doing some quick rolls with this dinner, which would be amazing, but I already have a half baguette in my kitchen for leftover. Got me on that one too. I mean, I know tournay is... You can tournay things. So maybe it's a different form of that. I actually have a tournay knife. Is it still in my kitchen? I don't think it's in here. Dead, or I have it hidden away somewhere. A tournay knife? It's a paring knife that's got a curved edge to it. It's made for... They made them so that for fancy restaurant chefs that want to create like football-like shapes in root veggies. I believe the classic definition of a tournay is a 7-sided cut. Some people put flat edges at the top and the bottom. Sometimes some people do them pointed, but essentially it's there's like a curved, almost football-like pattern to it with 7, like, I think footballs are typically 4 pieces of pig leather. This would be 7. Hey, Cosmic. Linko? Really? Just about everything goes in kitchen speak. I think kitchen speak is rowdier than locker room talk. Debating what I want to do with the little stems there. Let's roast them with the rest. It's the stems that are a bit thicker. They'll take longer to cook anyways. Main camera. Cooking oil. Stir in the gravy. Salt. Garlic powder. Red pepper flake. The scramble needs 2 people to operate, and so the bot typically starts it up and actually will complete it getting going because it reads it starts it in both Twitch chat and in YouTube, and then reads its own message as if it tried to start it. And so it's been automatically starting since I've been multi-streaming. But if someone starts it, there's a period there where you can start it again before the bot automatically starts it itself. And if you catch it at that point, you need someone else to join in, or it's probably not going to start. And we'll pull the spoon back out of the gravy because I'm not trying to add cellulose to that. I've had 2 recent casualties with my spatulas. I had to get rid of one of the small boys the other day because the metal rod that's in the center of it broke through the plastic right around here, and I'm never going to get that clean or keep that clean. So that was bye-bye. And this one got a little chip in it. So we got oil and spices in here for our broccoli. I think we might need a little more oil there. Parchment sheet pan. So broccoli is ready for the oven there. Taters. Taters. Choosing to cut them tonight. I don't know how I feel about my last time I roasted these little guys. I know you're supposed to poke, the larger russets and Idahos and stuff like that to prevent the skin from allowing them to pop a little bit like an ear of corn. Or like popcorn. I had one of them pop on me last stream, if you remember that I did use these. And I'm sort of like, maybe I'll just cut them from now on. I'm going to be boiling these, so it's not really even a concern tonight, but went to college with a guy we called potatoes. Well, I didn't. Other people called them potatoes. Last name was O'Brien. Makes me wonder how both of those wonderful souls are. One of them I know is somewhere in the South. Married, I think recently had a kid. Good dude. The other one, haven't talked to him in quite a while. Last I heard was in Vietnam. Alright, what else we got going here that we need to get going? We need to put these potatoes on a flame so they actually cook. So we're going to take these off. We're going to move you back here. It surprises me how many streamers out there are successful that just straight up abuse their audience. I don't know, I guess there's something about at least a certain percentage of the human psyche looking for that for some reason. Ooh, we need to weigh this. We need to weigh this. Over on the cutting board. I know the styrofoam and the meat diaper there weighs something. I think that's a bit more than 20 ounces. So that's a pretty good deal. I should maybe grab a couple of those and freeze them. They're gonna sell it like that. Like it's a unit cost. It wasn't like, your typical, price per pound. This is a 20-ounce package for set price. Thank you, Blinko. No, there was like 5 or 6 of them there.
Microplastics hype.
Let's see here. What are we adding more to, Blinko? We got 5 cherry, 5 plum, 4 blackberry, 4 apple, 2 strawberry. But to answer you, Michael, like I said, there was like at least 4, if not 5 packages like that. Strawberry. No, I'm not going to do that. This is way more meat than I need for this project tonight. I just wanted to buy... I actually looked for a turkey thigh. Couldn't find one. That wasn't attached to a whole turkey. Might be eating a bit of turkey here on stream, chat. I mean, the way prices are. Hey, Cream Delish. So that's more than enough for tonight's dinner. I might save that other one, I think. Oh, hey, I left that on this cutting board camera. YouTube dad joke. What do you call a bee that lives in America? A USB. Even though the America is more than the US, but why did I save the turkey? It's too much. I've already cooked down the majority of that cup of water there. Broccoli, we're waiting on the oven. Potatoes, we got started. Gravy looking great. I think we're on to searing turkey while the oven heats up here. Over on the stove. I like taquitos. It's been a minute since I've had or made them. I think the last time I had them, I made them. And these are relatively thin, so I'm going to load up the pan. Otherwise, it's going to take us forever to cook all of them. I haven't seen it, but I saw a couple of the clips of it. Zoom right. I know altitude affects baking. I don't know how it's a culinary term otherwise. Uh-oh, are they gonna abduct me into the Cryptos team? That's apparently been solved, by the way. Is hydrate an option for chat tonight? I haven't looked. The bot enables it and not. Sometimes it messes up. Let's see. Yep, it's there. Nope, it's a channel point redeemed. If you're unfamiliar with channel points, if you look below right where you type in your messages in Twitch, there's what looks like a rolling pin with a flattened piece of dough. And if you click on that button, which should have a number next to it, lets you know how many you have. It gives you options, a whole bunch of different buttons you can push. Welcome back. I'm just searing some sliced turkey, and once we get a little bit of color on there, cook through or not, we're throwing that in with the gravy. In our anchovy gravy. Our anchovy beer cream, Worcestershire gravy. Broccoli. No, keep playing music. Give them this one a little longer, because that's the thickest, largest piece I think there is. It's our oven coming to temp. Last piece in the pan here. Hey, M1. We still got a little ways to go here. We still got at least 20 minutes. We got our turkey going in the gravy over on the stove. So that's all up there in that delicious combination. No eggs. We've got potatoes. So that's going to be mashed potatoes. We got sauteed onions and garlic up here. Then I'm going to be adding spinach and frozen corn too. I have frozen corn, right? Yeah, frozen corn. Turn the heat way down on this pan now. If I had some white wine, or if you have some box white wine, or something along that. Ooh. Daddy had a thought. Brandy. Turned off all the alcohol already. Little water in there with that. We're throwing the kitchen sink in with tonight's turkey gravy. Yeah, and if you don't bring it up to a boil, you can really... It's really sort of odd, the effect water has on things sometimes. And if you add water and you don't bring the entire mixture back up to a boil, sometimes it tastes much more washed out than you actually did. It's actually quite strange. I came very evident of that fact when it came to concentrating and diluting stocks. Putting our broccoli in the oven. Actually, I'm giving that a little bit of a shake to spread it out a little bit more. Hey chat, did you know ducks make great detectives? They always quack the case. YouTube dad joke. No? No cringe there? Turn the heat off on the gravy. That's just gonna stay warm, I think, long enough. Nah, let's not make fun of the Polish. They're currently building multi-billion-dollar defenses. And buying tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of tanks. They are very much helping out that military industry. Let's see here. Most of them, the Polish jokes that I know of are derogatory towards Polish. Most of them are such and such tool that doesn't exist or doesn't work, or is considerably worse to use than what everyone else would normally use. If they're different than that, if they're all-inclusive, if we're not bashing anyone, all for them then. Interesting. Dextera. Weird. Sounds like a non-story. Someone, or just a normal story, Twitch banned someone they shouldn't have. That seems to happen quite often. Microsoft accidentally confirms COD Black Ops 6 for Game Pass. I've never played COD. I just thought someone might be interested in that news. We need butter and dairy for our potatoes. Oh, I've got that to add to this too. I'm gonna use up the last of this farmer's cheese. In with the potatoes. I haven't played it either, but the one that I keep thinking about that I would be an absolutely horrid camper in is the Russian one that's forever in beta. I forget the name of it. But it's like, avoid the campers. Yeah, Tarkov. It is super campy until you get into completing the challenges and actually achieving things in the game, because you have to do things in the game in order to go places in the game in order to progress. But once you get everything, sort of a thing, it's just sit there and camp, which is the real reason I think they keep resetting that game, is because you max yourself out. You can just sit there and pick people off. I mean, they say it's in beta, but even I no longer think of alpha as the copy that never leaves the studio, beta as the closed, tight-knit, extreme gamer, test everything out group version, and then you sell the thing. That just doesn't, like, nowadays it's open alpha, beta, we're selling this thing, and then giant grand opening party. Will I play GTA 6 when it comes out? That would heavily depend on if it's console only when it comes out. I'm not going to buy a console. Or in the case of Pantheon, it's forever. I think it's been at least 12 years. I want to say it's been 17 years in development. Like, it was like in that early wave of crowdfunding projects, and like they just released like their third alpha. Like, they completely rewrite the game several times. The new version, everyone's saying it's like cartoonish, like WoW, which is completely not what the original intention was. It was supposed to be a modern EverQuest, and it was actually started by some of the people that did EverQuest. Nope, it was just them milking the money out until they passed away. Sort of like Tribes 3 was. Except that was even worse. That's that company specifically redoing games just to get people to buy them from established IP with no real intention of actually developing. Or at least a trend of never doing so. Straining our potatoes off. And they're gonna be like movies, like that's the biggest frustration that I have now, my realization of what's happening with the internet versus what I would originally thought it was going to be and what I hoped for the internet. I was hopeful the internet was going to be the next actual, like, world library. And it's very much not, because, I mean, like, they take out Reddit, how much information you take out. You take out the Internet Archive, how much information you take out. You take out Wikipedia, how much info was on GeoCities back in the day. And now we're into an age where we have ChatGPT and other LLMs leading the way into monetizing search and gatekeeping basic search information from the public. You know, only the rich get the real LLM information. You know? What happened to everyone's MySpace page? You still got all that info, right? You still have everything you wrote on there, right? At least ICQ has survived. And Winamp. Although Winamp is apparently not going public. That was recent news. Or open source. When you had to use Roger Wilco instead of in-game chat. And they're sort of going back to that because video game companies don't want to pay for the liabilities and insurance in what people can say in chat. Was it top 6 or top 8 first? And then it was like expanded and expanded. Everyone's your top friend. Can't promise the same for you, Lionheart. Broccoli is almost there, so let's get going with our spinach and corn. Flame back on over here on that. Yeah, I think we all know Alon's never going to be as cool as Tom. Delicatessen. Erg. That is our 20 minutes up on our broccoli. Gonna go ahead and add our corn in here. Poor YouTube dad. I can't repeat that one, but that one was funny. Let's see how true the meme is, chat. For those who caught the meme I posted in Discord a couple days ago. Broccoli out of the oven. Hit that with a splash of vinegar. Tabasco. Salt. Pepper. Heat off. I think we're ready to go here, chat. Come on, give me some color. Color. Sauce turned out pretty good. Gravy turned out pretty good. I was a little worried about it earlier, but trying it now, quite happy with that. Over on the cutting board. Give this a try. That's great. Just like that. Nice roasty broccoli. Not too overdone. And our spinach, onions, and corn. Those potatoes have got great flavor. Loving this dish. Broccoli's up there. I've done this before and it has completely taken the show. Those potatoes have got great flavor. Like, the actual potatoes themselves have great flavor. Not the amounts of cream and butter and cheese that I added in there. The potatoes. But I do believe it be that time, chat. Oh, hey. Before we completely leave, we gotta finish out what we're doing tomorrow. And it looks like sausage has won for tomorrow's challenge. So I will be using sausage to make dinner and dessert tomorrow night. Thank you for making me use meat to make dessert. Not the first time, it's always sort of fun. Greatly appreciate you coming to hang out with me tonight. I hope you come back to join me tomorrow night. Have a great night, everyone. Good night.